Hey everybody, welcome back to another tutorial. The first one, I wasn't very confident in my voice, and I've since then decided to give that up, so I'm just going to be talking with how I normally talk. Um, anyways, moving on. It's time to do the thing that everybody's been asking for, what I did in Survivor Radio that made me so famous. Um, it's you know what I'm talking about. It's how to get music and voice acting and crap into the uh game, and I will show you how to do that really easily. So you need Wordzed. If you haven't got it, I got a link down in the description below, or you can go to the first video and get it there too. Um, I'm not gonna really cover Wordzed in depth today, but I am gonna be going over a couple things that I didn't go through last time. So first, you're gonna make a channel, give the channel a name. I'm just gonna call it Aza, and then you give the channel a frequency. I'm gonna go with 93.6. Then select whether it's on radio, television, military, amateur, bandit, or emergency. I'm going to just keep it on radio so it appears on the big radios in the game. So now it needs a start script. We're going to add a start script, set our start script, and to ensure that we get to hear it all the time, I'm going to set it to exit to itself at 100% chance. There. So it'll repeat every day. So now we're going to make the script, and we're going to make it so uh, that it just happens every day. And it is available all day. So from midnight of the first day to 30 minutes before midnight of the first day. So now we need content in here, but before we add content, let's add a voice. I'm going to choose black for now so I can see it in the editor, but you want to change this to a brighter color when you're done. And it'll automatically change any voices you have on there to the right color. So let's just take this and we'll put it in there like this with Control V and make sure the voice is selected just in case it doesn't. And we're not going to actually wind up reading this whole thing and have it stay on one line, but to see how it's going to shake out, I'm going to first record this. So I'm going to hop over to Audacity, and I'm about to record. Oh, look at those waveforms. Aren't they nice and pretty? How's it hanging, folks? Welcome to Barry's Blurbs, your go-to source for all the latest news, talk, and general nonsense. So, that was a pretty good radio voice take, if I do say so myself. Now, if you want to make it really dazzle and sound like it's supposed to be on there, you could do something easy like a graphic EQ, and you basically just want to cut and round this out like so, because speakers back then weren't high fidelity and didn't have all this stuff. So let's go like that, and now this is what it sounds like. How's it hanging, folks? Welcome to Barry's Blurbs, your go-to source for all the latest news, talk, and general nonsense. Now this next part is going to suck, because if you wanted to line up, you have less than 5 seconds to do it. So if you have a lot of lines, this is how you're going to wind up having to cut the lines, so to speak. So I'm going to hop back over to Wordzed, and I'm going to teach you this really handy tool. First, copy the line by pressing just that one button, and you can do it maybe a couple times. So we want to make this kind of flow naturally. So we're going to say, how's it hanging, folks? And then this part will be next. Now let's see how that lines up, because before we do anything else, we're going to have to add a duration code. Now take a look closely at the screen. I am typing $, squiggly bracket, lowercase t, colon, and then I'll just type 5.00 here. Now this is the duration in seconds for how long this line will last. It's a thing that the devs added when I was working on Project Zomboid's Survivor Radio mod. They added the ability to add duration codes so I could do this without going insane, except it actually still drove me insane because it's still a lot of work. So now 5 seconds probably isn't going to be how long that needs to last. Let's take a look, jump back to Audacity, and see how long the first line of that sentence lasts. How's it hanging, folks? Welcome. So that only lasts 1.173 seconds. So we'll jump back over here and just type in 1.17. We round it up. So now, probably going to copy this. We're going to go back over here to Audacity, and we're going to delete that section. Now, we'll select the rest of the section up to 5 seconds. Exactly 5 seconds if we can. And then we're going to delete that. Hop back over here, Control Paste our duration, change the duration, and let's see where we're left with over here. No nonsense. So we can keep that the way it is, or we could just copy this line and make sure it stays up. Actually, we'll just make a blank line happen after that, and it should be fine because, even though he doesn't get to that part, it might look better if you just do it this way. Yeah. Sorry, I had to think about that. Might cut that from the video, might not, and you might just be confused with me. So we're going to make Barry have a blue voice. Great. Good job, Barry. Now we're going to save this. So we don't want to save it here in saves or wherever. We're going to go to, where did I put it? The Survivor Radio template. We're going to put it in our radio folder, and I'm just going to call this Aza for now. You can name it whatever you want. Now you're going to have to go to distribution, create a new version, and then just to be extra sure, hit save again. Now, we're going to control right click, that is, and add an effect. Now, we're going to add drunkenness. That sounds strange, but it'll all make sense shortly. So, once you have a drunkenness, and make sure the value is set to 1 for now, and that this is set to add, not equals or minus. Plus is what you want. So hit that button, and this will turn blue, indicating that it is ready. It has the effect on it, and if we click on it again, it shows that the effect is still there. That's great. So we'll hit save one more time, just to ensure that it is good to go. Now, we don't need Wordzed open anymore. Now, what we need to do is navigate to our folder here. And, oh, no, I missed a step. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. So, hopefully you were smart and saved your file. Otherwise, you can Control Z to get your audio back. Anyways, we're going to export this as an OGG file. So now you're going to want to navigate to wherever you store the template. I put mine just directly on the desktop, Survivor Radio template, and you're going to want to put that in the sounds file in radio music. Now, I'm going to delete all these extra songs in there, but that's kind of just how many files you get when you make a mod like Survivor Radio. So we're just going to call this Aza, and I'm going to hit save, and we'll just export it just like that as an OGG. So now we're going to go back to our media here, and sometimes OGG files can take a long time to load, so my bad, I might edit this out of the video. All right. So now we have to remember that this is named just AZA. So this is the next step. We're going to go to our scripts folder, and we're going to go sounds, radio waves. I'm going to edit with Notepad++. And right here where it says sound name, just type in whatever the sound name is. You want it to be all lowercase. You want to name it whatever. This is the sound that this is the name you're going to use later. And this has to be the name of the file. Luckily, they're all the same because I'm smart. So now that we got that going on for us, we're going to go over here, check our radio. Yep, we got it in there. Then we're going to go to Lua, client, radiocom, radiowaves.lua. We're going to edit this. Now, this isn't going to have nearly any of this in there when it's all ready for you. But essentially, you just make a table entry just like this. And we named our file Aza in the script here. So we take this name, put it right there. It's going to call that script whenever this value is entered in Wordzed as a drunkenness tag. So don't mess with any of this stuff down here. And it should be good to go. You could, if you wanted, change radio waves to something else, but I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, this won't be compatible with other people who have used the same values as you. So if you're forward thinking, you could set this value to be anything. You could set it to be 900, 9,000. You can set it to be over 9,000. Or for now, just keep it at 1. So we'll hit save. Nice. So we got pretty much everything already here to test. So I'm going to load this up in Zomboid in just 1 second. But I do have to cut the video here for that. How's it hanging, folks? Welcome to Barry's Blurbs, your go-to source for all the latest news, talk, and general nonsense. And there you have it, folks. That's how you get a voice into the radio in Project Zomboid. And now I would like to show you Dragon's Destiny OST. I'm working on a video game called Dragon's Destiny. It's gonna be super cool. You get to play as a dragon. You get to do all sorts of cool dragon stuff, and it's featuring a whole soundtrack made by me. So I'm just gonna play this and play myself out. You could check this out at my itch.io page, which will be in the description. Till next time.